The kidneys, two bean-shaped organs located in the back of the abdomen, play crucial roles in filtering waste products from blood, regulating blood pressure, and producing hormones that support red blood cell production and bone health. Their primary function is to eliminate excess fluids and waste through urine when functioning properly. However, if kidneys become damaged or diseased, they may struggle to perform these essential tasks effectively. Kidney disease is a widespread and serious health issue affecting millions globally, leading to complications such as high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, and ultimately, kidney failure. While there is no cure for kidney disease, several measures can help slow its progression and safeguard kidney health. Among these, maintaining a healthy diet is paramount. Certain foods, however, can exacerbate kidney problems and should be limited or avoided altogether. Which foods harm kidneys? 1. Canned foods. Sodium, a main ingredient of salt, is a natural mineral often found in canned foods in high quantities. Manufacturers typically add trusted source sodium to canned items to increase shelf life and enhance taste. With chronic kidney disease, the kidneys cannot eliminate excess sodium as they should. This means people with chronic kidney disease should avoid or limit eating canned goods such as soup, vegetables, and beans. 2. Whole wheat bread. A buildup of phosphorus and potassium can cause trusted source problems for people with chronic kidney disease. Due to the high trusted source content of these minerals in whole wheat bread, people with chronic kidney disease should instead choose white bread. For example, one slice of whole wheat bread contains 76.3 mg trusted source of phosphorus and 90 mg of potassium. White bread, on the other hand, contains 31.6 mg trusted source of phosphorus and 32.8 mg of potassium. If a person does not wish to stop eating whole wheat bread entirely, they could instead consider reducing the amount they eat. For example, they could eat just one slice with a meal rather than two. 3. Dark-colored drinks. Many manufacturers of dark-colored drinks add phosphorus to their products to enhance flavor, prolong shelf life, and prevent discoloration. Phosphorus in its additive form, found in dark cola and beer, is highly absorbable by the human body and is not recommended trusted source for those following a renal diet. However, root beer is an exception to this as it contains no phosphorus trusted source. 4. Avocados. While healthcare professionals generally consider avocados a beneficial addition to a person's diet, people with renal problems may wish to avoid or limit them. This is because they are high in potassium, with one avocado weighing around 200 g containing 975 mg trusted source of potassium. According to the National Kidney Foundation, anything that exceeds 200 mg of potassium per serving is high in potassium. If needed, a person can still include avocados in their diet, but they should drastically reduce their portion size. 5. Bananas. A large banana contains 487 mg trusted source of potassium, meaning a person with chronic kidney disease should avoid or limit eating this fruit. Many other tropical fruits also have high potassium content. Pineapples may be a suitable alternative as they contain a much smaller amount trusted source of potassium compared with other tropical fruits. 6. Oranges and orange juice. Oranges and orange juice are a potassium-rich food and drink. A small orange contains 174 mg trusted source of potassium, while 250 g trusted source of orange juice contains as much as 441 mg of potassium. Alternative fruits that are lower in potassium include grapes, apples, and cranberries. 7. Dried fruits. Dried fruits are concentrated sources of many of the nutrients found in fresh fruits. This means it can be easier to exceed recommended daily intakes from them. People following a renal diet should avoid apricots, dates, prunes, and raisins, which are all high in potassium. 8. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are another high potassium fruit that a person following a renal diet should limit. For reference, a cup, 245 g, of tomato sauce contains 728 mg trusted source of potassium. 9. Brown rice. While it is nutritious, brown rice has a higher trusted source phosphorus and potassium content than white rice. A cup, 155 g, of cooked brown rice contains 149 mg trusted source of phosphorus and 94.6 mg of potassium, while a cup, 186 g, of cooked white rice contains 68.8 mg trusted source of phosphorus and 53.9 mg of potassium. Bulgur, buckwheat, and couscous are also alternatives to brown rice. 10. Dairy. Despite dairy and milk traditionally being promoted for bone health, for people with chronic kidney disease, consuming too much can be detrimental to bone health. The reason for this is that dairy is a natural source of phosphorus and potassium. A cup, 244 g, of whole milk contains 205 mg trusted source of phosphorus and 322 mg of potassium. Kidney damage can cause an excess of phosphorus to build up in the blood, known as hyperphosphatemia. This condition can cause the body to pull calcium from the bones, resulting in thin, weak bones. It is important for people following a renal diet to limit dairy products to avoid this buildup of protein waste in the blood. Coconut milk may be a favorable substitute for people with chronic kidney disease based on trusted source its low potassium, sodium, and oxalate content. 11. Processed meats. Processed meats are meats that manufacturers have salted, dried, cured, or canned. Some examples include hot dogs, bacon, and pepperoni. To improve their taste and preserve flavor, they often contain lots of trusted source salt. If a person regularly eats highly processed foods, keeping their sodium intake to 2,300 mg per day, the amount recommended by the National Kidney Foundation, may be difficult. 12. Pickles, olives, and relish. Pickles, processed olives, and relish are all examples of cured or pickled foods. During the curing or pickling process, manufacturers typically add salt trusted source to the food. For reference, 5 green pickled olives, considered a small serving, equates to almost 10% trusted source of the daily recommended amount of sodium. 13. Bran cereals, oatmeal, and granola. Many cereals contain a mixture of potassium, phosphorus, and sodium. A person following a renal diet should avoid all of these. For example, a 30 g trusted source serving of bran flakes contains 160 mg of potassium, 135 mg of phosphorus, and 162 mg of sodium. A 100 g trusted source serving of granola contains 539 mg of potassium. 14. Potatoes. Potatoes, including sweet potatoes, are potassium-rich vegetables. A medium-sized baked potato contains around 610 mg trusted source of potassium, and a medium-sized sweet potato contains 542 mg trusted source of potassium. Leaching is one way a person can reduce the high potassium content in potatoes. This method essentially involves soaking or boiling potatoes in water before cooking, which, according to older research, reduces the original potassium content by at least 50% trusted source. 15. Processed foods. Processed foods include pizza, instant noodles, and convenience meals designed for the microwave. These foods typically contain high levels of salt, sugar, and fat. As mentioned above, the National Kidney Foundation recommends keeping sodium intake to 2,300 mg per day. This may prove difficult if a person is eating highly processed foods regularly. 16. Pretzels, chips, and crackers. Foods such as pretzels, chips, and crackers are typically high in sodium and lacking in nutrients. Because chips come from potatoes, they are also high in potassium. A small bag of potato chips contains around 148 mg trusted source of sodium and 336 mg of potassium, and 60 g of pretzels contain roughly 744 mg trusted source of sodium and 134 mg of potassium. The portion sizes of these snacks can often lead to greater salt intake than intended. 17. Swiss chard, spinach, and beet greens. There are many green, leafy vegetables that people following a renal diet may need to avoid or limit due to their high potassium content. This is the case for Swiss chard, spinach, and beet greens. For example, a cup of raw Swiss chard contains 136 mg trusted source of potassium. As with spinach, this vegetable shrinks when boiled, meaning a person may eat more than they would raw. A person with chronic kidney disease should consider this as it will, in turn, increase their intake of potassium. Kidney-friendly foods. Although an individual with kidney disease must adapt their diet, there are still many suitable options for them to try. People should choose foods with lower levels of sodium, potassium, and phosphorus. These include fruit. Options include apples, cranberries, grapes, pineapple, and strawberries. Vegetables. Options include cauliflower, lettuce, onions, peppers, and radishes. Baked goods. Options include pita, tortillas, and sourdough bread. Protein. Options include beef and chicken. Carbohydrates. Options include white rice and unsalted popcorn. We hope this video provided valuable insights. If you found it interesting, please like and share it with your friends. To stay updated on our latest releases, consider subscribing and enabling notifications. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.